In today's world, we often fill our days with endless tasks and distractions. It feels as if we are always in motion, running from one responsibility to the next. Society praises being busy as a sign of success, but our spirits know differently. Deep within, we sense the truth. Constant activity leaves us exhausted, not fulfilled. The value of stillness becomes clear when we pause, even briefly, to step away from life's frantic rhythm. When we take a few quiet moments, we reconnect with our inner wisdom, something easily overlooked amid the noise and rush. Stillness allows us to remember what truly matters. It reminds us that our worth does not depend on how busy we appear or how much we achieve in a day. Rather, our deepest value emerges from our ability to remain calm and clear, even when the world around us demands action. Creating space for stillness is not about changing your entire lifestyle or avoiding responsibilities. It's about consciously choosing moments in your day where you simply pause. It may be sitting quietly before starting work, closing your eyes for a few breaths at lunchtime, or briefly stepping outside to notice the beauty of nature. These small pauses bring clarity and balance back into your life. Imagine your mind as a clear lake. When disturbed by constant activity, the water becomes cloudy. But when we allow ourselves stillness, the sediment settles and clarity returns. In these calm moments, answers to problems that seemed impossible suddenly become clear, and feelings of stress ease naturally. Stillness brings us back to ourselves, to a deep, steady center that is always peaceful, always present. Consider today, how can you gently invite moments of stillness into your busy life? Even brief moments of quiet hold the power to transform your day. Life can feel overwhelming when everything around us moves at such high speeds. We face deadlines, demands, and distractions that constantly fight for our attention. Amid this chaos, finding moments of quiet may seem difficult or even impossible. But in reality, these moments exist all around us. We simply need to recognize and embrace them. To begin discovering these quiet moments, start noticing the natural pauses already present in your daily routine. Standing in line at the store, waiting for coffee to brew, or simply washing your hands. Each of these everyday activities offers an opportunity to slow down and recenter yourself. Instead of reaching for your phone or thinking about the next thing you need to do, choose to simply notice your breathing, your surroundings, and your feelings. Each quiet moment you embrace becomes a small sanctuary amid your busy day. It doesn't have to last long. Even a minute or two of intentional quiet can offer profound peace. Think about the sounds around you, perhaps birds singing, leaves rustling, or the gentle hum of distant traffic. Allow yourself to listen without judgment or analysis. Just hear the sounds as they appear and disappear naturally. This simple act grounds you and reconnects you to the present. Even in crowded places, there is stillness available within you. Remember, external chaos does not have to create inner turmoil. Your ability to pause and stay calm comes from recognizing that you hold the power to choose your response. Instead of reacting immediately to stress, create a small space to breathe and consider your next action carefully. By regularly finding and savoring these brief moments of quiet, you slowly build a habit of inner calmness. Over time, these tiny pauses will help you stay balanced, steady, and clear, regardless of the noise around you. We often think our lives will improve if we add more tasks, more belongings, more experiences. Yet simplicity holds a deeper truth. When we simplify our lives, we naturally create room for peace and clarity to enter. Rather than constantly seeking something new, simplicity invites us to find contentment exactly where we are, with exactly what we have. Simplicity does not mean giving up everything you own, or living without comfort. Instead, it means carefully choosing what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. Take a moment to look honestly at your surroundings. Are there items you rarely use, clothing you never wear, or objects gathering dust? By gradually letting go of things that no longer serve you, you begin to open physical and emotional space for greater peace. The simplicity we seek goes beyond physical items. It includes simplifying our schedules, thoughts, and interactions. Ask yourself, what can you gently release from your day that no longer brings meaning or happiness? Perhaps it's an obligation you accepted out of habit rather than choice, or maybe it's a worry you've carried without resolution. As you release these unnecessary burdens, you begin to feel lighter, more present, and more fully engaged with life. This conscious choice of simplicity transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. A simple meal eaten quietly becomes nourishing for body and spirit. An unhurried walk outdoors reconnects you deeply with the natural world. Conversations with friends and family become richer and more heartfelt because you are truly present, undistracted by an overcrowded mind. Simplicity, at its heart, means returning to what is essential and meaningful in life. When we embrace simplicity, we stop chasing satisfaction in distant places. Instead, we discover genuine contentment waiting patiently within us, already here and already enough. Silence often makes us uncomfortable. We quickly fill gaps in conversation or seek background noise to mask quiet moments. Yet silence is not emptiness. It is nourishment for our inner self. When we intentionally welcome silence, we allow space for our minds and hearts to rest and recharge, much like sleep restores our bodies. Consider how rare pure silence has become in daily life. Everywhere we turn, there is sound. Phones ringing, screens playing, voices talking, music in stores and cafes. Over time, constant exposure to noise exhausts us, even if we don't immediately notice it. When we intentionally seek silence, even briefly, we create a powerful refuge that renews our mental and emotional strength. To experience silence, you don't need a perfect environment free from all noise. True silence begins within you. It is the act of gently turning your attention inward, away from external disturbances. When you pause and close your eyes, even amidst daily activities, silence naturally emerges within your awareness. Notice how calming it feels to simply rest your mind without thinking or speaking. Silence offers clarity, bringing insights that the noisy world often obscures. In moments of quiet, answers to life's challenges become clearer, our decisions wiser, and our interactions with others more genuine and meaningful. Silence provides the space for wisdom and creativity to emerge effortlessly. This is because silence allows the mind to rest deeply, fostering new ideas and fresh perspectives. Give yourself permission to value silence. Embrace small moments of quiet each day, and see them as precious opportunities rather than wasted time. When you learn to appreciate silence, you discover a gentle strength within, a strength that guides you calmly through life's complexities, helping you remain balanced, patient, and clear in all situations. Your home is more than just a place where you sleep and eat. It can also be a sacred space where you feel deeply calm and restored. Creating sacred space does not require complicated rituals or major rearrangements. Rather, it involves consciously dedicating areas of your home to peaceful reflection and quietness, places where your spirit feels naturally at ease. Start by identifying one small spot in your home that naturally feels comforting or calming to you. It might be a favorite chair, a corner by a window, or even a small table or shelf. Make this area special by intentionally choosing what you place there. Perhaps add a small object that inspires or soothes you, such as a plant, a candle, or something simple and meaningful. Keeping this area clean and uncluttered helps maintain the peaceful energy you've created. Each time you enter or pass by your sacred space, pause briefly. Even a few breaths spent in this place can remind you to slow down, step away from stress, and reconnect with yourself. Over time, you will notice that the presence of this peaceful space begins to positively affect your emotional well-being, giving you a sense of stability and comfort, especially during difficult or challenging times. Remember, your sacred space reflects your own heart and intentions. It should be comfortable and inviting, not rigid or demanding. Allow yourself the freedom to change it over time, adding or removing items as your needs shift and evolve. The true value of your sacred space lies in the way it gently reminds you of your inner peace, encouraging moments of quiet and reflection throughout your day. By nurturing this sacred space in your home, you create a daily invitation to step away from noise and hurry, reconnecting with the calm that already exists within you, always accessible and quietly waiting. Every day, life offers us countless chances to pause, though we often overlook them in our rush to move from one task to another. Pausing is a simple yet powerful practice that helps us regain balance, even when life feels overwhelming. It means intentionally stepping back for a moment to notice your breath, your feelings, and your surroundings without trying to change anything. You might believe your day is too busy to pause, but consider this. Pausing does not require extra time. Rather, it involves using the small gaps already present throughout your day. When you finish one activity, and before starting the next, take just a moment to pause quietly. Close your eyes if possible, and feel your breath slowly rise and fall. Notice how, with just this short pause, your mind and body become calmer and clearer. Pausing also helps you manage stress more effectively. When something stressful or unexpected happens, instead of immediately reacting, allow yourself a brief pause. In that brief moment of stillness, you'll find clarity and strength. You'll see new ways to approach the situation, ways you might have overlooked if you rushed your response. Pausing helps you break the cycle of constant urgency, creating a gentle buffer between your inner calm and the outer chaos. You can even turn ordinary daily activities into mindful pauses. Drinking a cup of tea, walking from one room to another, or washing your hands can become gentle reminders to pause and return to yourself. As you slow down your movements and pay attention, these simple moments become deeply restorative. Embrace pausing as a regular practice. Allow yourself permission to stop briefly, often. Gradually, these small, intentional pauses become a foundation for greater calm and balance in your life. Through each pause, you cultivate a lasting peace that carries you gently through each day. Listening deeply to yourself means paying attention to the quiet voice that speaks from within, the voice we often ignore amid the noise and distractions of daily life. This inner voice is gentle yet clear, offering guidance that reflects your true needs, feelings, and desires. When you practice listening deeply, you reconnect with a wisdom that naturally guides you toward greater peace and clarity. Many of us are conditioned to rely heavily on external voices, friends, family, society, and media, to determine how we should think or act. While advice from others can be helpful, it can also drown out your own inner truth. Your inner voice may speak softly, but its message is powerful. It knows exactly what brings you peace, fulfillment, and authentic joy. By regularly setting aside time to listen inwardly, you begin to trust and recognize this voice more clearly. To practice listening deeply, set aside brief moments during your day, perhaps in the morning or just before bed. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and allow your awareness to move inward. Notice what thoughts, emotions, or sensations gently arise. Simply observe them without judgment or trying to change them. By doing this regularly, you learn to hear clearly what your inner self is communicating. Listening deeply also means honoring what you hear. If your inner voice tells you to rest, give yourself permission to pause. If it encourages you towards something meaningful, gently acknowledge that wisdom and explore it further. With practice, you'll find that listening deeply brings greater harmony to your choices, relationships, and overall well-being. As you cultivate this deep listening, you will experience more confidence and comfort in who you truly are. You become less influenced by external pressures and more anchored in your own genuine wisdom. This inner guidance becomes your steady companion, gently leading you toward peace and fulfillment each day. Life happens here and now, not in the past or future. Yet our minds often drift backward to past regrets or forward to future worries. This constant mental wandering takes away from the richness and depth of the present moment. When we choose to fully embrace the present, we unlock a source of genuine peace and contentment, available at every moment. Being fully present means consciously experiencing what is happening right now, without trying to change or escape it. It's noticing the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the taste of food in your mouth, or the gentle sounds around you. It also means accepting your emotions exactly as they are, whether joyful or uncomfortable. By being present, you start to experience life more deeply, more vividly, and with greater appreciation. You don't need special training to become present. You simply need willingness and intention. Begin by bringing your attention fully to whatever you are doing right now. Whether washing dishes, taking a walk, or having a conversation, engage fully with your senses. Notice the small details you might usually overlook. The colors, smells, textures, or subtle sounds around you. This deep attention naturally brings calm and clarity. When challenges arise, embracing the present becomes even more powerful. Instead of mentally escaping or worrying about what might happen, gently remind yourself, I am here, right now. Facing difficult situations from this grounded presence helps you respond more effectively, with clarity and steadiness rather than anxiety. Remember, the present moment is always accessible, always waiting patiently for you. Each time you consciously return your attention to the present, you strengthen your ability to remain calm and centered throughout your day. Gradually, the habit of being present becomes natural, guiding you gently toward a life of deeper peace, richer meaning, and genuine fulfillment. Many of us carry a constant sense of needing to do more, to achieve more, accomplish more, and fill every moment with activity. We feel restless or guilty if we're not busy, believing that our worth depends on our productivity. Yet deep down, our spirits know a quieter truth. Life is not about endless doing. When we gently release the urge to constantly act, we create space for true contentment and lasting peace. Letting go of constant activity does not mean becoming lazy or avoiding responsibilities. Instead, it means giving yourself permission to rest deeply, without guilt or judgment. It means understanding that rest and relaxation are essential, not optional, parts of life. Our minds and bodies naturally require periods of calm to restore themselves. When you allow yourself these moments, you actually become more energized and productive in meaningful ways. Begin by noticing when you feel driven by urgency. Pause briefly and ask yourself gently, must I really do this now, or can I allow myself a moment of quiet? You may realize that some tasks or activities you've prioritized out of habit or pressure aren't truly necessary. By releasing this constant pressure to do, your life begins to feel lighter, simpler, and more manageable. As you practice this gentle release, you'll notice subtle yet powerful changes. Activities you once rushed through can now be enjoyed with greater ease and care. Conversations become deeper and more meaningful because you're fully present, rather than mentally racing ahead to the next task. Even moments of rest feel more restful because you're not burdened by thoughts of what you should be doing instead. Remember, your true worth does not depend on constant doing. Give yourself permission to step back from unnecessary activity and rediscover the natural rhythm of rest and renewal that brings genuine peace, joy, and fulfillment to each day. Acceptance is often misunderstood as giving up or agreeing with everything that happens, but true acceptance is something much deeper and wiser. It means recognizing reality as it is, without fighting against it or wishing it were different. When we accept what is happening in the present moment, we open the door to inner peace, even in difficult times. Fighting reality, whether it's the weather, traffic, illness, or unexpected change, only adds more struggle and frustration to our lives. Acceptance, on the other hand, allows us to move through challenges with greater ease. It doesn't mean we stop taking positive action. It simply means we stop wasting energy resisting what cannot be changed. From this place of acceptance, we can respond more skillfully and thoughtfully. Start by noticing small moments when you feel resistance. It might be a delay in your schedule, a disagreement with someone, or even an uncomfortable emotion arising inside you. When you notice yourself resisting, pause. Take a deep breath and silently say to yourself, "This is how it is right now." You do not have to like it. You simply recognize it as part of the present moment. Over time, practicing acceptance helps soften the harshness we often bring to ourselves and others. We become less judgmental, less reactive, and more patient. We begin to see that much of life is outside our control, but our attitude toward it is always within our choice. By accepting life as it unfolds, we experience more peace and less suffering. Acceptance is a form of great strength. It allows us to live more fully, with an open heart, even when circumstances are difficult. Through acceptance, we touch a deep, quiet place inside that remains steady and calm no matter what storms may come. It is here that true peace lives, always within reach. Quiet reflection is one of the most healing gifts we can offer ourselves. In the rush of daily life, we often push our feelings aside, ignore our deeper thoughts, and focus only on completing tasks. But when we take even a few moments for quiet reflection, we give ourselves the space to process, understand, and heal from within. Reflection is not about judging ourselves or getting lost in endless thinking. It is a gentle turning inward, a way of listening to what is truly happening inside. When we sit quietly and allow ourselves to notice our thoughts and emotions, without trying to fix or change them, healing begins naturally. Sometimes, simply acknowledging what we are feeling brings a sense of relief and clarity. You do not need to set aside large amounts of time to benefit from quiet reflection. Even a few minutes at the end of the day can make a big difference. Find a comfortable place, close your eyes if you like, and ask yourself softly, "What am I feeling right now?" Let the answers come naturally, without forcing or analyzing them. Just observe, like watching clouds drift across the sky. Through quiet reflection, you may notice patterns in your thoughts or feelings that were hidden before. You might recognize old wounds that need kindness, or you may simply appreciate how much you have grown. Reflection strengthens your connection with yourself and builds a foundation of inner trust and understanding. In a world that often values speed and action, taking time to reflect may feel unusual at first, but the healing power of quiet reflection is profound. It renews your spirit, clarifies your path, and helps you face life's challenges with greater courage and compassion. In the stillness of reflection, you find your true self waiting with open arms. In our busy lives, it can be easy to forget the importance of small daily practices that bring us back to stillness. Creating simple rituals of quietness each day can deeply nourish your spirit and help you stay connected to a steady, peaceful center. These rituals do not need to be complicated or long. Even a few minutes spent with intention can create a powerful shift in how you move through your day. A daily ritual of stillness might be as simple as sitting quietly for a few minutes each morning before you begin your activities. It could be lighting a candle in the evening and taking a few breaths to mark the end of the day. You might find stillness by taking a slow walk, drinking tea mindfully, or simply sitting by a window and watching the clouds pass. What matters is not the activity itself, but the spirit of presence and calm you bring to it. When you create these small moments regularly, they become anchors for your heart and mind. No matter how busy or stressful life becomes, your rituals of stillness offer a place to return, a reminder that peace is always within reach. Over time, these practices strengthen your ability to stay grounded, even when life around you feels chaotic. Think of these rituals as gentle acts of kindness toward yourself. They are not tasks to be completed or achievements to be measured. They are gifts you offer to your own well-being. The more you honor these moments, the more naturally they will weave into your life, bringing a sense of ease and balance that stays with you throughout the day. By cultivating daily rituals of stillness, you plant seeds of peace that will continue to grow and blossom, supporting you on your path toward a life of greater calm, clarity, and quiet joy. In the rush of everyday life, we often overlook the simple beauty that surrounds us. Yet, when we slow down and open our hearts, we find that joy does not come from grand events or perfect achievements. True joy often hides in the quiet, ordinary moments of life, the soft light of morning, the sound of a loved one's voice, the feeling of warm water on your hands. Everyday silence holds treasures waiting to be discovered. When you allow yourself to be fully present with these small experiences, you begin to notice how rich and full life already is. You realize that happiness is not something you must chase or earn. It is something that naturally arises when you pay attention with an open and grateful heart. Silence gives you the space to see and feel this more clearly. Try to notice one small moment today that feels beautiful in its simplicity. It could be a few quiet minutes in the early morning, the gentle rustling of trees, or the peaceful feeling of sitting alone after a long day. Pause and let yourself really experience it without rushing or looking for something more. Let that simple moment fill your heart. In this way, everyday silence becomes a doorway to deeper appreciation and joy. You do not need to change your life dramatically or wait for some future time to find happiness. It is already here, woven into the fabric of your ordinary days, quietly inviting you to notice and receive it. The more you embrace the joy found in these silent moments, the more your life will feel spacious, rich, and meaningful. Silence is not an empty space. It is full of life, full of grace, and full of the quiet joy that your heart has been longing for all along. Stillness is not something we must seek far away. It is already within us, waiting patiently beneath the surface of busy thoughts and endless tasks. With each breath, each quiet moment, we have the opportunity to return to this steady place. By creating even small spaces for stillness in your day, you open the door to a life that feels more peaceful, more grounded, and more deeply connected to what truly matters. You might find stillness in the quiet of early morning, in the simple act of closing your eyes for a moment during the day, or in the gentle pause before falling asleep. These small moments though easy to overlook, hold great power. Over time, they form the foundation of a life lived with clarity, balance, and quiet joy. As you continue your journey, may you find gentle ways to invite stillness into your days, and may you discover the deep peace that has always been within you, simply waiting for your attention. Before we end today, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to each of you who have supported this channel. Your likes, subscriptions, comments, super thanks, and membership support mean more than words can express. It is because of your kindness and encouragement that I am able to continue sharing these moments of reflection with you. Thank you for being part of this journey and for allowing these words to accompany you on your own path toward greater peace and stillness, and